Welcome back to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey.
And I'm Tim.
So recently we did an East Coast tour. It's amazing how when you do a vacation, it becomes all about, when you're vegan, it becomes all about the vegan food you can find, right? Like when you went on vacation before we were vegan, were we ever like, let's take pictures of every place we've eaten all along the coast, right? We've never done that. But because this is a vegan vacation, we're like taking photos of every single place that we stop at.
Yes, but we kind of did that anyway before we were plant-based, just looking for a great place to eat because we're there for one night or 2 nights. So
yeah, but there weren't a lot of Olive Garden photos, right, back then. So, thank you Facebook and groups for going, hey, I'm going to be in North Carolina. Where should I eat? And bam, Fiction Kitchen comes up, right? All right, so we started in Florida, but the first place we hit was Savannah, Georgia, right, where we stayed overnight.
Yeah.
And we stopped at a restaurant there called the Fox and Fig. Right in Old Town Savannah there, which is an absolutely beautiful city, right?
Yeah, so it's just right up from the waterfront, and then you go into a little neighborhood where there's a little central park.
And that's every corner of Savannah.
Yeah,
all those
very cute, you guys. So this is a kind of shabby chic, right? That washed white, eclectic furniture. It was busy. Very cute, really different ingredients, as we'll share with you in just a bit here. So.
Yeah, you can see some video footage here.
So let's start with the drink. Your mother ordered a strawberry shake.
Yeah, my mom got a strawberry milkshake. That's right. They have milkshakes there, maybe with, I think it's coconut ice cream.
Yeah, I think it's Leopard's coconut ice cream.
All right, yeah.
And then I think I ordered a Super Sunday Scary.
So you got an alcoholic drink without the alcohol.
Or the CBD. No CBD. Yeah, no CBD and no alcohol. But it was like a super smoothie as far as with reds, dragon fruit, strawberries, that sort of thing.
So the drinks were really good.
It was different, okay. So that was kind of fun.
So the thing I remember about this place, it was the very first place we stopped, and the food was absolutely amazing, right?
It was.
So we ordered, I don't know which one of us, but we got an eggless quiche pie that was just so delicious, right?
So I guess it's tofu, chickpea, some seasonal vegetables, nutritional yeast, and some other unique ingredients. Then it was served with half a plate of salad.
Yes,
and you can salad.
You can see here that salad was amazing, right?
Yeah. So if you see the picture, that was just really.
So that salad had beets in it. What else did it have in it?
So hemp seeds. Then we've got some avocado. And the unique thing was pistachio seeds.
That's right. That salad was just a little side with the quiche.
Half the plate.
Right, but I feel like it was just as good as the quiche, which was absolutely amazing, right? Yeah. So we absolutely loved that. Yeah, so we had dessert at this place too. So what did we have there?
So it was a brownie sundae.
That's right, yes.
So this was house-made. It wasn't something that came from a bakery anyway, but they actually made it in-house. It had some petals from a flower on it.
That were edible.
Yeah, and I guess they had the Leopard's coconut ice cream. This was great.
So one of our 10 favorites, the Fox and Fig Cafe in Savannah. Check them out if you're there. We absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to number 2. The next restaurant we made it up to North Carolina the next day, right? One of the places we hit up there was the Fiction Kitchen. It is a vegetarian vegan restaurant. It's absolutely vegetarian.
It's like a farm-to-table concept. So I thought it was worth sharing here.
Yeah, there's no meat, right? But there is cheese and dairy. But everything on the menu has a vegan option. And there are specific vegan items, but even the vegetarian stuff can be made vegan.
But I remember we really wanted to get to this restaurant because we had already eaten, but we wanted to try these things.
Right, we were stuffed, we were not hungry, we were leaving the next day, so we either needed to go, it was a Friday night, we either needed to go now or we weren't going. So we went to this place. We didn't eat a lot because we were stuffed.
We did find a dish that we really loved, and it was like I think it was called the Farmer's Market, and then essentially it was pasta with dill, potatoes in this gravy, and it was really delicious. It was amazing. Shared that.
Yeah.
And then we ordered an appetizer after that because I think we wanted a little bit more, and it was a root vegetable fries. Yes. That's something I never had here in Phoenix.
Right.
It's a great idea. I mean, there's shavings of all different roots, and you bake them just like you would fries. And
they seasoned them and came with the sauce. The people on Facebook were like, you need to try this place out.
Yeah.
And they were right. It was right in downtown Raleigh on a Friday night. People were outside doing whatever they do.
Yeah, it looked like there had been a music festival downtown.
Yeah, that's right. There was.
But then we were a block up from the train tracks, and it's kind of a warehouse district.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of people out. The restaurant was full. It was It was really good.
So the Fiction Kitchen, definitely some place that we're glad we stopped at.
Absolutely.
We liked
Very
it.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do after that?
Okay, so we're on our way up the coast now to Washington, D.C. And we go to a restaurant named Pow Pow.
Pow Pow.
So on this restaurant, we started with a couple starters. And one was like gyozas or pot stickers that were soft, not deep fried. The sauce was good on them. I remember this was really delicious.
The pot stickers were absolutely amazing. I mean, all the food we're going to talk about here was right on. It was so good, but the pot stickers were amazing.
And then we tried the trolley fries.
Yeah.
And this came with like, I don't know, maybe they had like 6 different sauces or something, but so we just got a little bit of each to try, like their own house sauce.
We had to get it plain and then the sauce on the side because that's what we needed with all the stuff on it.
We just didn't know, right?
Right. So then eventually he had a few fries. He was done with that. We just dumped everything on top. Right.
Yeah.
Again, everything in here is vegan.
Yeah. So I know that, Joey, you started with the first one, and it was the Purity Bowl, it's called.
Yes. You can see here, that's what we ate right there. It's got the edamame, the chunks of, is it butternut squash, it looks like.
Yeah.
The beautiful cream sauce on it. The black beans are under there. You see on the bottom left, a little hint of those. Carrots, nuts, right?
Yeah, and it's got the sweet potato. You can see the orange on it.
Sweet potato, that's it.
Yeah.
Looks like squash.
And this is a sriracha cashew sesame drizzle.
This was absolutely delicious. I ate every bit of this. It was so good. After walking around DC for a while, I mean, this was it. It was absolutely welcomed.
So I went with the Natalie Porkman, which is satine that was flavored. So that's really good. So it's sweet and sour pork satine, tomato grilled pineapple, green pepper, carrots, sprouts, pickled onion with scallions. So it didn't have a sauce on it, but everything was good, right? Because you've got the pineapple going, and then the sweet satine. So this, for me, was exactly what I was looking for.
I love this also. Obviously, we had different ones and we shared, right? But absolutely delicious.
All right, so then we're the next day we find a smoothie store, and it's called the Juice Laundry.
The Juice Laundry. I was basically just like kind of a juice bar type of thing with some breakfast bowl,
chili bowl, a chai pudding bowl, or a kale Caesar salad.
Yeah, it wasn't an extensive menu, right? But what they offered was really good.
Yeah. So love the logo. You walk in, very clean, open, bright. It was just refreshing to get away from the hustle and bustle.
So the good thing about this place is not only is it all vegan, right, non-GMO, it's 100% organic. Yeah. Everything in there is organic. So if you're on that kick, which we are, it's a lot of the stuff is peanut-free, soy-free, and dairy-free also. So they really cater to people with allergies, right? 100% of the time is their thing. Yeah, we just grabbed the smoothie and walked around. So it was nice that we had that option. I didn't take any photos of it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so the Juice Laundry in Washington, D.C., that's definitely some place to hit up if you're there.
So again, all these are proprietary businesses, so kudos to them with a great concept. So, all right, from D.C.,
right, Philadelphia.
We're headed to Philadelphia.
Yes.
This place was sort of more unique.
It was definitely a swanky, vegan, dark, velvety bar that served really good food.
This place we're talking about is called Charlie is a Sinner. It's got an awning coming out, the red velvet curtains inside, small little tables, and you're right next to everyone else. But
yeah, I want to start with the bows. The buns, I've never had those before. I ate them there. They were absolutely amazing, and I ate them afterwards on the trip at other places, and they didn't even compare.
Yeah.
These were fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know. This was one of our probably highlights because it was such a surprise, right? Okay, next we're introducing the mushroom risotto. We had lobster, mushrooms, asparagus, and chives in that. Just really a nice job. Not huge chunks of mushrooms in that or asparagus, so it was used as an ingredient, and it was just all nice.
It was absolutely delicious. I mean, we met some friends there, so we were like, having some alcohol, having some plates. We were in a new city. It was fun.
Yeah. Okay, so this next dish is a potato yonki, and this had peas, onions, smoked tomato butter. But as you can see in the photo of this was really good as well.
It was delicious, and it's hard for me to look at the photos here because they're all dark, but there was like no lighting in this place. It was very low light, swanky, right? So all the photos are horrible, but yeah, this was absolutely amazing. Not a lot of it, but delicious.
Yeah, and I actually think this is probably one of our favorite restaurants. Because maybe it was just very adult, but because it seemed like a bar, and all of a sudden we're just surprised by all this food. It was just one great thing after another. So the next dish, was a risk, and it's a meatball ricotta. So it's some broccoli, marinara, grilled sourdough.
For a vegan place, this was adventurous.
Yes.
Right? Because I mean, to me, vegan cheese never really tastes. It's one thing to have a slice of it on something, but to just have the cheese itself, like you've cooked it specially, as a cheese to present, that's risky. And it was amazing.
It really was.
It was so good.
It was really good.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
again, all these different flavors. All right, so after a great night, getting to our hotel, the next day, it's time to see Rocky Balboa. All right.
So the whole thing,
we made your mom really happy.
my mother was with us, and all she wanted to do in Philadelphia was to see the Rocky statue. I'm like, Mom, that's not a real statue. It's not even a real person. Sure enough, it is a real statue. There's a statue of Rocky Balboa at the art museum, right? Yeah.
Now, there were a couple other options we could have gone to, but we felt like, let's go check out this pizza place. We have not been to a truly vegan pizza place to explore all these different flavors, right?
So we had Blackbird Pizza.
Yeah, Blackbird Pizza.
Oh, man.
You walked in and all of a sudden I'm like, there's like 8 pizzas on display that you could choose from or order by the slice.
Normally when you order a vegan pizza at a restaurant, you got to buy the whole pie, right? And they got to make it and all that. But you can see right here, I mean, you walk in, 6 pizzas are right there, right? And they're all vegan. So without even ordering anything, you're just like, oh man, this is it, right? Like, what am I going to have? And that's just the beginning of what they offer.
Absolutely. So there was a menu. They had sandwiches as well, which you ordered.
Yeah, I mean, you can see here, my mom got the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. I mean, you're in Philadelphia, right? You need to have a cheesesteak.
So this place was so fun on another level, like just being able to order a slice or two.
We had a few pizzas here. We got the Hawaiian pizza, which was really good, right? You can see a picture of that right here. It's got the big strips of tofu.
Yep,
is that
and
tofu?
pineapple.
Yeah.
Yep,
and all the sauces and all that. And then we also had a Philadelphia cheesesteak pizza.
Right.
That was absolutely delicious.
Yes,
we ate all that up. We got a sausage pizza.
Yep.
Right.
I wanted to try the sausage.
Yeah. And you can see here, the only piece I think I have of this is half eaten, right? You taking your piece and you're like, you want something? Like, okay, let me take a photo of what's left before I eat it, right?
So this was great to be able to go to and find your favorite, try to make it home, but crusts were good, the service was good. And next stop is Long Island, New York.
So let me tell you why we're even going here with this, all right? When you go to a bagel place, normally my options are avocado toast, right, and peanut butter and jelly. That's it. So every time we stopped at a place in Long Island for the 4 or 5 days we were there, that's what I had to have. While my sister and my mom, they were all having. You walk in the bagel place and they've got just the mounds of cream cheese, right? And the bagels are so thick with the cream cheese. Well, we were at Bedford, Long Island, and there was a place called Bagels Your Way. You can see here. We walk in, and you can see right here, they've got vegan cream cheese, right? I felt like, oh, and I immediately had like 2 bagels.
You can see the thickness of the cream cheese.
Oh, man.
It's like, just to have this ready to go and then not skimp, I can see why they're so popular. So it's interesting, Long Island was a great trip. We made it up to Montauk. It was on several levels really good to make it, to be up there and be around and showing your childhood. So we headed into New York City.
We were there for a few days, so there's actually a lot of vegan food in New York City, but the one that really stands out is PS Kitchen.
That's right.
We absolutely loved, I don't know if we loved the food as much as some of the other places, but we loved the environment. We met people next to us from, and we met 2 ladies.
From Ohio? Or?
Yes, I think it was Cincinnati. It was a lady and her mother. The woman was vegan and her mom was with her, but she visits her often, and then they go out to vegan places. First, we ordered an appetizer. Right, and we got the bows here also. Remember? Yes. And this was only the second time I'd ever had bows. The first time was at Charlie Was a Sinner in Philadelphia. This one, remember how we talked about the one at Charlie Was a Sinner wasn't so full and stuff wasn't falling out of them,
but it was balanced with flavor and all that.
This one, had I not had that one, this would have been really good, right?
Yeah.
So overall, it was really good. But I really like the one at Charlie Was a Sinner better. Right?
But again, it was nice to see bows.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd never heard of them. Here's a second restaurant with them, right? You can see right here. It's a really nice presentation.
Yeah.
They did a wonderful job. Again, another place with really low lighting, so the pictures are horrible, but, because it's just so dark in these restaurants. So that was our appetizer. And then we ordered some entrees. Lex got a burger with fries, right?
Yep.
And the fries were delicious. The burger was delicious. And then I got the chicken pot pie. It's kind of a deconstructed pot pie. It looks like the whole inside's like the soup part of it is in the bowl. And then the croquet or cracker or whatever it is, the bread part of it is floating on the top, right?
Yeah.
It was absolutely delicious. Like, I could have eaten another one of those, but at $21, I thought that was enough.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought it was a little bit on the salty side. I remember that.
You did think that, yeah.
But no, it was good to have it. That's a comfort food item.
It was so good.
So nice that they offered that. Something different that we had never seen.
Right.
So that was good. So nice, clean, and affordable for New York City. So.
Affordable for New York City. I still think it was a crazy amount of money for pot pie. So we had gone as far north as we had to, and then we headed back to Florida. Right?
Yes.
With our family. One of the places we ate there. Now, this is tough because it's an amazing place called Ethos, a vegan kitchen. Right. We went there with every intention of taking photos. But we invited 2 friends from Coco to come meet us, and the minute we got there, we started chatting. Photos became like, we're walking out going, why didn't we take any photos of that stuff?
Friends can be so distracting. But this was a cute, clean, professional place
in Winter Park. Yes, which we love, right?
And it was very, very nice.
So we had, I forget what we had, but we had some appetizers, and these were, meat eaters, right? We had some appetizers, and then we had some entrees, and we all shared, and we knew we were going to love it. It came highly recommended, but they loved it also. I feel like we turned them on to vegan
Which
food.
was awesome. So here we're in a restaurant that, we had 2 meat eaters with us, and they actually ordered off the menu and didn't miss it at all. So if that's a compliment, that is for sure. Yeah,
Ethos Vegan Kitchen. If you're in Orlando, check that out. It was amazing.
Yep.
The only other thing we wanted to talk about is there is a supermarket in the Orlando area called Lucky Market.
Yep.
Right? To me, it's very similar to Sprouts, right? Or even some of the Whole Foods they have here, in that they've got like different sections where they make food, like
little food stations. So like this one in particular was a ramen bar.
Oh my gosh, they had a ramen bar. So I was with my niece, right, Allie, and we're like, let's check out the ramen bar. And they had absolutely whatever vegan options you wanted, right? There was a broth that was vegan. They had fried tofu. Bagels can't be choosers, right? So I got the fried tofu. So everything on there could be made vegan. You can see here, the ramen is absolutely delicious, right? They have a thing where I could easily have just checked it off the little slip, right? And go, vegan broth, blah, blah, blah. But, I kind of wanted to get these people involved going, hey, listen, I'm a vegan. You know how I'll say that.
So he doesn't trust it.
Right? I'll be like, I want vegan stuff. And they're like, yeah, just check it off the box. We'll take care of it for you. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. You don't have to be smart about it, right? So apparently just saying you're vegan isn't as shocking to them as I thought it might have been, right?
I think you were middle Florida and you were just concerned. So.
I was more than concerned. I was worried. Okay. All right, so guys, that's our East Coast trip. Some of our favorite restaurants. We went to more than this, but these were the ones we felt like we really wanted to talk about when we got back. Right?
Definitely. Each one of them had something we could take home with us in a way to inspire. So it was inspiring.
Have you entered our giveaway? We're giving away a cold pressed Breville juicer, right? Tim bought one too many, and we are just going to give one away. So it's still in the box, brand new. There's a video link above that tells you how to watch that video. It tells you how to get involved. The contest goes through next week, right? December 31st, which by the time this video comes out, it's this week, right? If you haven't entered, get entered. Someone's got to win it. It might as well be you, right? Have you checked out our merch site yet? Go to Etsy.com and put in plant-based dads, all one word. Up will come our t-shirts that Tim's modeling. We're both modeling. I've got the t-shirt, you've got the long sleeve shirt, right? They come in different colors. There's also stuff up there for Game Awesome 2006 if you're following Lex's channel. Something for everyone. All right, hope you like this video. Please hit the like button, show us some love. What's not to love? If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, become part of the Plant-Based Dads family. Hit the red button, it'll turn white, then you'll see a little bell, click the bell, and 2 little lines will appear, and that'll notify you every time we have a new video, which is usually every Monday.
Please leave a comment, tell us what your thoughts are.
Yeah, have you been to these places? Do you guys live near these places? Are these some of your favorite restaurants? Tell us what your thoughts are on this, right?
Or do you want us to do an episode on root vegetables or bao or anyway?
The baos look like a lot of work. All right, we'll see you next time.
Take care.
Bye-bye.